So, day two of spring garden cleaning. These are two tubs of irises that the Bermuda grass just completely took over. So, I'm going to take them out of here and transplant them somewhere else where they have a little more room to grow and don't have the Bermuda in there. And then we're going to go along here today, along the outer front fence here of my winter garden with a weed burner and get all of these grasses and other weeds burned down. So uh, that's something that needs to happen today. One of the things. So, because there are lots of weeds that will grow back in the front here if we don't do that. And then I'll rake it all up and clean this out. So that will happen today. Yeah, there we go. You're going to check that out now. The space you haven't been able to get to for a while. So this part is done. We've got the weeds burned and the chickens are having fun uh, checking it out now that there's something that's been uncovered for them. But yeah, we came along here and just burned all of the grasses, perennial grasses and other weeds that come up. Burning them like that doesn't necessarily mean that they won't come back, but it just gives me a clear view and a place to start. Um, And we waited until there was a non-windy day because we've been having quite a bit of wind around here, and you don't ever want to use one of those weed burners when it's going to be windy. It can get away from you pretty easily. And also, we made sure that we have access to water here. I've got a faucet right here, so we wet it down really, really well afterwards, and I'll probably do it one more time, even though I don't see any smoldering or anything like that. It's just best to be safe on the subject of fire. So, yeah, this part is done. So here's where we moved the irises to, this area in the front yard. I'm going to be planting them around these rocks and different areas. And they're two different colors. One's a lighter purple, and then these over here are, it's such a dark purple, it looks almost black. They're really pretty. And I'm just going to mix them up. Um, I'm not going to keep them separated. I kind of like how they look mixed together. So that's the next thing. So now I have them out of the tub and I need to break them apart and see what's going on in there. In case anybody didn't know this, irises are some of the most hardy plants ever. These were a gift from someone. They took them from their property and put them in a plastic bag and let them sit for a very long time before I got them. And I wasn't sure they were going to be alive, but I planted them anyway. And every year they come up, and I've neglected them terribly, and they still come up. So I'm going to dig in here, get all the grasses out. As you can see, they're already starting to come up this year. So I need to hurry and get this done. But yeah, they're a fantastic plant. So here's what we have to plant. Looks like a lot less now that they're out from amongst all of the Bermuda grass and stuff like that. So get these in the ground. And one of the things I'm also going to have to do for a while at least is protect them from the chickens, because chickens love to eat the green part of the iris. And as you can see, some of them have snuck in through my defenses and nibbled. So I'll have to protect them for a while. So of course that took longer than I'd planned. There ended up being over 40 irises to plant individually out. So I just put them around these rocks and see what I can do to protect them from the chickens. But yeah, hopefully they grow here and will look beautiful when they bloom. So in this area where I had just sprayed down with water to make sure there was no fire after we burned the weeds, these girls come in and they just love it. They come in, dig around. They want to do their dust bathing in here. This is their favorite spot right now. I always feel bad when I have to lock them out of the garden because they really love it, but it has to happen, otherwise there's no garden. So yeah, they're really enjoying themselves. Oops, somebody lost their spot. Pecking order is a real thing. Oh, brownie, that's not very nice. She's probably the number 3 or 4 hen in the flock right now, so she's pretty comfortable moving people around at her whim. The life of a chicken.